fathers are just as responsible as mothers, and it needs to be looked at that way.
If the father's not involved, there's like a void there.
That was probably the worst part, missing her first birthday, her first Christmas, her first Easter.
Sometimes it felt like my words got twisted.
They felt they weren't going to get their say in court, nobody was going to advocate for them, and people were just going to look at their history.
Since April of 2008, the Center on Fathering in El Paso County has received grant funding for the Non-Resident Fathers and Child Welfare Project. El Paso County is one of only 4 other communities in the country receiving funding for such a program.
It's really important to engage non-resident fathers because they've not had contact with their kids potentially for months or years, and kids really need their dads.
What we hope to accomplish is to provide a mechanism for fathers to understand how to be involved, how not to drop out of their children's lives, and to, at the same time, help caseworkers understand the resource that fathers bring to the table, how they can help caseworkers in terms of treatment planning, case goals, whatever it might be.
Taking part in the child welfare system as a non-resident father can feel like a hopeless situation to many dads.
Basically, like it seemed like as if I was being treated as the perpetrator.
Martin Doremus' ex was arrested for child abuse. She then claimed Martin was not the father of his daughter, and custody until paternity could be proven was turned over to his ex's parents.
My ex was given a lot more time with the children than what I was. My time was extremely limited. She basically had unlimited access as long as her parents were watching.
Martin was recommended to the Non-Resident Fathers and Child Welfare Project.
With help on Center on Fathering and other advocates, I got it turned around.
Martin now has full custody of his 3-year-old daughter.
You want to go find the pirate ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need my hat on so I can...
Let's go hang it up.
The fathers take part in a comprehensive 20-week curriculum titled What About Dads?
We start with 3 sessions that we think are extremely critical, and that is understanding the child welfare process. What are these terms that get thrown around, like case plans and treatment and all of those things? And so if we can help the father understand what the process is about to begin with, it's much less scary to him. And he also can understand within that what does he have to do in order to work effectively with the caseworker. Then we have other sessions that cover things like how to be more involved with your child in terms of a day-to-day basis, how to co-parent, how to access resources. And employment is a huge issue for a lot of the dads that are in these situations. So we offer them resources and class sessions on how to be economically self-sufficient, how to enhance your job readiness, those kinds of things.
During the course of their classroom work, many fathers walk away a new person, like Paul Gray, who had spent 30 years of his life addicted to drugs and alcohol.
My baby's mother we were both using drugs and alcohol when she was born, back in March of '09, and I got myself in a little bit of trouble, ended up in jail.
In jail, Paul was given the opportunity to speak with a representative from the Center on Fathering, and once he got out, he took the classes.
Now I got 14 months sober, and yeah, my whole life has changed. It's amazing. I see my daughter twice a week.
Caseworkers can see the transformation as well.
Before going through the class, he was kind of, I'll do what you say, just tell me what to do, I really want my kid. Going through the class, he was more, this is what I've learned, I'm a father, this is how I take care of my child.
Well, I've seen a change in their comfort level in being a parent and realizing that they are parents and are as valuable as moms are.
The Non-Resident Fathers and Child Welfare Project is just as much about teaching the fathers as it is about teaching caseworkers how to engage fathers.
It's my job to make sure that I make every effort possible in getting these people engaged, and I think that I'm more aware of how to do that when to do that, and knowing that it's best for kids. Is it always easy? No, but you got to go above and beyond to make sure that happens.
The caseworker training provides caseworkers with an understanding of the unique roles the fathers play in the well-being of children, and gives caseworkers tools to effectively identify and engage fathers at the beginning of a case plan.
While we hear the comment that mothers are gatekeepers to father involvement, I think in the child welfare system, caseworkers are gatekeepers as well. They have a lot to do with how much and to what extent and what quality of involvement fathers are going to have with their children. And so this training really is about helping them not only understand some techniques and strategies, but to raise awareness of dads.
Dads, I feel, are so much more direct when they want, if they want something, they ask for it. And if you can deliver that, then that's kind of how you build your trust with them.
Just realizing that fathers do want to be involved, not to take someone's word that the father doesn't want to be involved.
The research on what happens when fathers are not involved in their children's lives is staggering. Fatherless children are 150% more likely to have emotional and behavioral problems. Fatherless sons are 300% more likely to be incarcerated in state juvenile institutions. Fatherless daughters are 164% more likely to give birth to a child out of wedlock. Children in father-absent homes are 5 times more likely to be poor.
If dads aren't connected with early on, there's a greater risk that they'll drop off the radar screen.
And from the examples like Keith Hall seen in El Paso County.
My ex and I dated for about 8 months, and in the midst of a bad breakup, found out she was pregnant. Wasn't really sure if the child was mine, so kind of didn't have a whole lot of contact during the pregnancy, and I found out through a mutual friend about a month after my daughter was born that she was born, and then immediately jumped into the system to try to find out if the child was mine.
After a positive paternity test and a 2.5-year custody battle and going through the program at the Center on Fathering, Keith is in a much different situation.
I have a beautiful 4-year-old daughter, and I have 65% custody, and she pays me child support.
The evidence is there as to how much of a difference a program focused just on father involvement can have on a community.
Don't give up. The kid is worth every misery that you're going through. Your child is worth it.
And now, in the last maybe 3 months, she'll come running up to me and give me a hug and a kiss when I get there, and hugs and kisses when I leave.
She likes to play with her kitchen set and feed me pretend food.
It's really not about dads. It's not about moms. It really isn't about us as professionals. It's about children.